Thank you to those honourable members that spoke in support, the DM, members of the Portfolio Committee, and other honourable members. You know, there were some strange issues put here on the table today. On the one hand, the MK would say that there is no plan to fix and stabilise the IDT. But it has been the MK and the EFF that have fought me at every single turn to fix the IDT. But you know what the good thing is, honourable members? I beat them and we won, and we have got a new board that is going to be starting next week. We have to ask ourselves, who benefits? Who benefits from chaos like that? Then they come and complain about payment and lack of training in EPWP. But that's exactly what we are seeking to reform in EPWP. They can't have their cake and eat it. However, there is one thing that I would agree with them. Maybe it is time that we start looking at the costs around prestige. And there's a good place that we can start. It's called Nkandla. That costs us millions and millions of rands to maintain. So offer your president's home as a place that we can cut costs, and I'm all for it. Then the EFF comes here, and it was difficult to actually fully understand what their gripe was. Because when it comes to engineering, the EFF do not have a good track record. They've once promised to build a house, they didn't do it. They promised to build a school, they didn't do that at all. The one thing that the EFF are consistent at is breaking promises they make to their voters, and that's why in the last election they dropped support. But honourable members, when you are only used to breaking things, the concept and the thought of building things is completely foreign to you. So MK and EFF are happy to break, while many of us are on the road to build. That is what we are committed to doing. And then Action SA come here and start talking about the budget as if they've even read it. Because when the meeting took place to consider it, they weren't even there. They didn't offer an input, they didn't offer solution, they've offered nothing. But let me tell you about a Kansas shuffle. A party that blusters and seeks to distract the public from the terminal and utter decline that they are in at the moment. And this was the same MP, chairperson, the same MP that was reposting fake news on Twitter about the IDT. Fake news, hook, line, and sinker. She fell for it and never once apologized. What the Kansas shuffle is trying to distract people while protecting corruption in entities. That's what that honourable member was doing. Now let's turn to Rise. Let me tell you something that is rare about Rise, is finding a voter who admitted that they voted for them. That is rare. And I'm actually not entirely sure what the point of that party is. They come here, they moan, they complain, they don't attend any committee meeting.
Honourable Minister, can you please take your seat? Honourable Reddy, why are you rising?
Honourable House Chair, you know, the Minister, and I'm saying this with respect, he is not focusing on...
Honourable Dlamini, can you hold on? Can you hold on?
We should not...
Can you hold on? Honourable Dlamini, I'm trying to listen to Honourable Reddy's order. And I am not hearing anything because you are making noise. Honourable Reddy?
Thank you, House Chair. The Honourable Minister, Rule 86, is not focusing on responding to the substantive issues that's raised. Instead, he's playing politics. He's just talking politics.
Honourable Reddy, Honourable Reddy,
and focus.
Can you please switch the mic?
Please. Thank you.
Honourable Reddy, that's not a point of order. Can you please proceed, Honourable Minister?
Thank you very much. And it astounds me that the Honourable Garner, who has been in this house before, does not know what public works does. So he wants to criticize us for clinics. He wants to criticize us for schools. That's not our mandate. Which goes to the Honourable Member from Bosa. I'm going to tell you with respect and your leader the very last time. This department is not responsible for rebuilding the parliamentary building. We are not. And if you had actually
Honorable
listened,
Minister, can you please take your seat?
they want to argue with facts.
Honorable Sazo Webster, why are you rising?
Is the minister willing to take a question?
Honorable Minister, are you willing to take a question?
I'm not prepared to take a question because I've answered this question.
Can you please
repeatedly.
proceed, Honorable Minister?
No, the Public Works is not responsible for building the parliamentary building. Please go and cry at the right funeral because you are attending the wrong funeral repeatedly. And it is amazing because I have told this to both you and your leader repeatedly. We do not build schools. We do not build clinics. Please go and focus your attention on the right thing. But let's contemplate for a moment what all of these parties are actually against when they vote against this budget. They are against infrastructure development to communities to provide water and electricity. They are against bursaries for young people to become engineers. They are against EPWP participants finding a pathway to long-term employment. They are against young entrepreneurs having access to projects. They are against supporting women in construction. They are also against transforming our assets into revenue generation to build social infrastructure. They're also against fighting corruption and ensuring people go to jail. And lastly, and think about this for a moment, they are also against fighting the construction mafia. But maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what some of them in this room want to stop. Thank you so much.